Hi everyone. Today I thought I'd do something I haven't done before, and something I've been doing for a while, and an atheist Bible study. I actually managed to get the old Bible out, and thought it's a big old book. Which bit shall I go for? I'm sorry, by the way, I got a bit of a cold. It's that time of year again. We'll get them. Give me a bit of time to sit around and do very little. So I thought I'd go at this. Anyway, threw the old Bible in the air and landed on Genesis chapter 38. Well, that page anyway. 37 is also on that page, but I thought 38, this is a good one. We'll have a go at that. So just at random, purely at random, chapter 38 of Genesis just happens to be in the middle of that story about Joseph, you know, the one with the multicoloured coat that was obviously really fashionable at the time. And this is just after the bit where his brothers have decided to, well, they were threw him in a pit and they were going to kill him, but then they thought, oh, in fact, Judah, one of the brothers, decided, oh, we'll make a bit of money on this, so we'll sell him to Egyptian slave traders and be done with him that way, and we'll just pretend he's dead, you know, get a bit of money at the same time. And, of course, Dad will be upset for a while, but what the heck. Anyway, chapter 38, for some reason, it's just after that, but has very little to actually do with it. It's to do with Judah, that particular brother. Anyway, Judah goes off to this place, turned into a certain... It's a very strange piece, this. It says, and it came to pass at that time that Judah went down from his brethren and turned into a certain Adullamite, whose name was Hirah. Okay, that doesn't actually mean anything. I've looked at it several times, and it may mean he's just gone into incognito or something. Not really important to the rest of the chapter anyway, so we'll forget that for now. And if you want a Bible discuss that, you know, I'm here. Bible discussion, that's what it's about. Okay, and Judah saw there a daughter of a certain Canaanite, whose name was Shua, and he took her and went in unto her. I take that to mean that he sort of raped her, basically. Okay, took her really means taking her for a wife, but then they don't usually put that and went in unto her. It would just be and she conceived children. But he obviously stayed with her anyway. He didn't just abandon her, so we'll assume she was raped as a wife. And that goes on to the next bit. And she conceived and bare a son, and he called him Yes, I know, it's a name. It's a name. We can. It doesn't mean anything except it's a name, I suppose. I don't know how he got that name. I probably looked at him and they said, "Oh, what should we call him?" And it stuck. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Next bit, and she conceived again, and bare a son, and called him Onan. Onan, much better name. Big improvement on a I thought. But here we go. And she yet again conceived and bare a son, and called his name Shelah. Yeah, okay. And he was at Chezib, where she bare him. Don't think it matters where she was, really. But there we are. Shelah of Bezib, or Chezib. And Judah took a wife for Now remember, good old Judah, he took his own wife, literally, in the biblical sense, but not for He thought, I'll go out and get him one as well. So there you are. And Judah took a wife for his firstborn, whose name was Tamar. Simple enough. And Judas's firstborn, was wicked in the sight of the Lord, and the Lord slew him. Yeah, I mean, compared to Judah, I don't know what this guy did, but he was wicked. Judah himself, you know, remember he'd kidnapped and sold his brother into slavery. Was going to kill him, but decided on the profit side of things instead. Not particularly good. Seems like he wasn't particularly nice to women. But his son, he must have done some dreadful things. Really must. Awful things. But all was not lost. Still got 2 more sons, remember. So, right. And Judah said unto Onan, the second one, Go in unto thy brother's wife, and marry her, and raise up seed to thy brother. Okay. Yeah, and raise up seed to thy brother. I thought this meant that she was pregnant and he was going to bring the kid up, but apparently not. Apparently not at all. Maybe it means that if he has sex with her and she then becomes pregnant, everybody will think it's his brother's kid. Don't know. But we go on, and obviously she wasn't pregnant, because the next bit. And Onan knew that the seed should not be his, and it came to pass, when he went in unto his brother's wife, that he spilled it on the ground, lest that he should give seed to his brother. Right, so he went into his brother's wife and had a wank. That's basically what it says. Masturbated and spilled it on the ground. Yeah, not the best thing to discuss in Bible classes, surely, but that's what it says. We'll go on. And the thing which he did displeased the Lord, wherefore he slew him also. Now, let's go back again. Judah, that terrible criminal Judah. This is the Old Testament Judah, not Judas or Judas. Done all those terrible things, and poor old Onan, he had a wank, and he got killed for it. Rather dreadful, really. I personally wouldn't have thought it was one of the main sins. Otherwise, well, there wouldn't be any men left, to be honest. However, right, then said Judah to Tamar, his daughter-in-law, remain a widow at thy father's house. So he's lost he's basically this twice daughter-in-law. He's lost her. He says, go away, remain a widow, live with your dad. And don't worry, because when Sheila, great name, when Sheila's old enough, don't worry, we'll give him to you as a toy boy. So she's quite happy with this. She's quite happy, and that's fair enough. And Judah then forgot, basically, forgot to go and give Sheila to him when he was old enough. Don't know how old he had to be, it doesn't say, but she got a bit miffed about this, and a little bit later, apparently had some daughters as well, that Judah did, because it says that when his daughter died, he went sheep shearing to console himself, which is a bit odd, really. Daughter's died, I'm going to get a haircut. In fact, I wouldn't want to be a daughter or son of his. They seem to die with some regularity. However, off he goes, does his bit of to do his sheep shearing, and on the way he meets this daughter-in-law of his, who he doesn't know it's his daughter-in-law. And why doesn't he? Because she has covered her face up. Now, when Judah saw her, he thought her to be a harlot, because she had covered her face. So Judah, being Judah, instantly says, well, what about a shag love? And she says, yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm up for it. But you've got to give me. He said, "What are you going to give me? Because I need a bit of dosh." He said, "I'll give you a kid, which is a like goat." He said, "Yeah, you haven't got one on you, have you? So how about if you give me your, I think it was a signet ring and his staff. He's probably shepherding staff or something. You know, you can give me the kid later. I'll have them in." He said, "Yeah, fair enough," and gives her one. And makes her pregnant as well, actually. Twins, turns out, in the end. But anyway, that's later on. I've given it away now, haven't I? I've spoiled the story. Anyway, 3 months later, he sent somebody out, by the way, to try and get with this kid, this goat, and she wasn't there. She'd gone back home. But 3 months later, he finds out she's pregnant. Somebody tells him. And he says something really good, actually. I really wish I'd. He says, bring her forth and let her be burnt. Perfectly reasonable. After all, he can have sex wherever he likes, it seems, but not her. So bring her forth and be burnt. Anyway, when she gets there, of course, she shows him the ring, and he goes, "Oh my God, it's my fault. Oh dear," and he's all humbled. And there endeth this lesson of really chapter 38 of Genesis. Absolute crap, isn't it? But I'm really up to discussion on it. I think it'd be great to have a bit of a discussion on chapter 38 of Genesis. So let's go for it.